To thank everybody for coming to view Nature's V today. We wanted to give you some product reviews, and who I have with you today is Miss Silesia M. She is a person who came to us with certain autoimmune disease issues, and we wanted to get her review of her path to health in her own words. So I want to introduce to you Sister Silesia. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
That's wonderful. Can you tell our viewers what's happened with you in since March of 2019 and Nature's V?
Okay, well, miracles upon miracles. Probably around January of 2007, I began experiencing very, very grave symptoms, basically passing out, losing the ability to walk, neurological issues. And my brother, prior to me exhibiting these symptoms, he was diagnosed with Myasthenia Gravis. So by the grace of Allah, his neurologist asked if he knew anybody who was exhibiting symptoms similar to his. And so I went to see her, and she diagnosed me with an autoimmune disorder, along with seizures and vascular artery migraines. So I never made it to the full extent of my brother with a full diagnosis of myasthenia gravis, but my symptoms were almost identical and in sync with his, with the exception to the fact that I never experienced the respiratory arrest that my brother struggled with. So I battled for years with trying to maintain and manage a lifestyle of taking care of and raising 3 children, and continuing to try to be a professional teacher, as well as do my duty in the it became almost unbearable. And so I started having to cut back little bit by little bit, and until around 2010, when I totally almost became a recluse. So it was basically, I was only able to tend to as much as I could with my children, and manage to work at least 3 days a week as a teacher, and try to maintain and sustain from there. And through my own research and investigation, I started researching different things that I could do naturally in order to try to give myself more energy and more ability to function, and I guess kind of survive with the condition that I had. And so I was able to make it up until recently, in March, when Nature's V, like I say, Allah's good. Nature's V came in the supplement, what do you call it? I began taking that treatment, and my life, it just transformed. I actually had the drive and the urge and the thirst to want to, I don't know, continue to fight to live. Prior to, it was almost like a dead person trying to live in a life that was just, I don't know, I can't explain it. Basically, every movement that I did, it took extra effort. I had to take supplements, pharmaceutical medication, anything that I could take in order to make it to that point. But once I began taking that, day 2, it's almost like a weight lifted off of me, and I was able to walk and keep up with just an average elderly person. And then day 3, I was moving at the rate of my children, who are 6'4" and 6'5", and I was able to keep up with them. They were asking me to slow down. My previous neurologist, I was permanently placed on as a handicap. I actually have a handicap placard. I no longer even use it. And so each day that I've been taking I guess my life is being restored. I'm able to travel and actually enjoy traveling, and I don't know, it's just, life has just totally been returned back to me. It's almost like I have a second chance at life, and I don't know how to explain um, the changes or what's happening, but all I can do is just anybody who has access to retrieving this treatment, it's a miracle. Like they say, God will heal. I am proof positive, and I don't know how to explain it any better than that. I mean, I'm off all of my medication. I still take my green powder drink, and just because I know I'm 43, so I need those type of things in order to keep my body going. But I can go to the gym and run uh, a 30-minute jog, with no issues, no challenges. I mean, I get tired, of course, but I guess that's natural. But aside from that, this is a miracle supplement, and anyone who has anything similar to what I experienced, I wholeheartedly recommend you take it. You'll have a new chance at life. It's almost like, I don't know, like being renewed, reborn, I guess, rebirth. And I thank Brother Eric and Brother Victor and Minister Farrakhan for I don't know, being the leaders and bringing this to the people. I don't know how to explain any way other than that.
You told me that you decided to see if it would help your brother with his narcolepsy. What happened with that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, now this gentleman, he has been struggling with narcolepsy and its effects and symptoms since he was in his early 20s. When he began taking the drops, he's had four nose surgeries in order to try to open up his breathing and his respiratory, because the breathing is a part of I guess one of the symptoms that he's exhibiting. And he's an older gentleman, so not to knock men, but nothing like when you equate the benefits of what you're taking with other things, it took him, like, he didn't even realize that the changes were happening. His energy was back. He was sleeping without having and what do you have, ticks? I guess he kicks, and he acts out the dreams, because I guess one of the symptoms of narcolepsy is that you never you never fully rest. And so the thing, they were just slowly starting to disappear, and he was able to breathe. I mean, he was literally running home and trying to put the nasal drops in in order to open up his breathing. I was trying to share, okay, this, it's a process, but because he wasn't aware that you have to, he was using it thinking, that it was like an automatic, oh, it's going to open up, because he wasn't even aware of just how, I don't know, how I guess the changes, but it was almost addictive. Like, as the little symptoms start dissipating, it's like I say, it's narcolepsy is also autoimmune disease. And because he's had his so long, of course, it's going to take a lot longer, not to mention the fact he's not as disciplined as he should be. So the changes are not happening as rapidly as they did for me, because like I say, oh my goodness, with me, it's night and day. When I see my former colleagues, they, Mekanisi, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You should have quit your job a long time ago. And then I have to share, no, I've been taking this insight, and it's say, oh my gosh, well, you just look amazing. But so, yes, I mean, I can't say anything.
So would you say the supplement has helped your brother?
Oh my goodness, help is starting. It's curing. It's a curing.
We don't like
it's
to
a
use
curing
we
treatment.
don't like to use the term cure.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. If I mean, to go from literal, and this is me specifically, to go from literally feeling like you are, it's like death, like all of your energy is sucked out, and everything is, it takes effort. It's the turtle, moving like the turtle. So going from moving like the turtle to moving like the rabbit is, I don't know how to explain. You say it's not a cure, then I don't know what it would be then.
It's a relief. We just call it a relief.
Okay.
We're dealing with.
Okay, okay, a relief. I guess that word just does not, it does not give enough credence to what change has occurred. Oh my, I just, it's not
So,
enough. It's not enough. But
okay, so
okay.
last question, and I know you're off driving across the country. Now you didn't
Yes,
used to
I
drive.
am. I what?
You didn't used to drive for like 10 years. What happened?
I didn't. Oh my goodness, my neurologist, because of my seizure disorder, he took away my driving privileges. So I was not allowed, or I was not supposed to drive because I could have a seizure at any, anytime. So woo, June 20. Okay, I have been going since June 27th. When I say driving, I have, my son graduated from the Air Force in his boot camp. So I drove from Los Angeles, California to San Antonio, Texas. We spent 3 days of graduation, celebrating ceremony. My daughter and I hopped back in the car. We drove from San Antonio to Sedona, Arizona. We stayed in Sedona, Arizona for 3 days. After being in Sedona, I drove back to Los Angeles, California, went to a job interview the next day, hopped back in my vehicle that same day, and drove back to Sedona for the last 3 days of my timeshare vacation. After that, of course, I drove back to LA. I've been back in LA for 3 days. I'm getting ready to get back on the road within the next 30 to 45 minutes, and I'm driving to Las Vegas. I'm going to stay there for like a day, and I'm driving to Utah to pick up my son, and then we're driving back. So let's just say that is no longer a challenge for me. It's been amazing. I've done over 6,000 miles in 2.5 weeks. It's
So last question. How are the epileptic seizures going?
I no longer have them. I no longer have them. The only challenge that I had was when I went, oh, and see, the vacation. I've been vacationing everywhere. June 20th, I flew to Kauai for 7 days, and my remember, I've been off my medication since May, and that's my seizure. I mean, since March, that's my seizure medication. So my only experience of, I guess, kind of a reminder of the seizure disorder is the day after I flew from Kauai. I had a vertigo challenge, but after that, the way that I fixed that is I took ginger. So I ate ginger candy, and I was fine. My trip back, oh my, I mean, it's no issues. It's astounding. So my body is responding to.
So are you still on the supplement?
Of course I'm on the supplement. Woo! Yes, I'm on the supplement. Say I'm up for refill in another week and a half, and I will be ordering, of course, 2 more shipments because I don't want any break in my treatment. So I always order 2 to make sure that there's no dip in my drops.
So I just want to say, I've known you for almost 12 years, longer than that, but 12 years as a good friend. So has anybody told you that you look younger?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
I've heard that for people who take the supplements.
Yes.
So just wanted to ask these questions. First, I'd like to thank you for spending your time and giving Nature's V this initial interview. And we thank you for trusting us with your health. And we hope and pray that you continue on in the vibrant life that you have and spread that cheer to others. And all we can say is thank you very much. Have a nice drive. Take care of yourself. Get your brother and everybody you know to give us a call, and maybe we can help them also.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm definitely putting the word out there. Thank you so much.
Have a nice drive.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.